week 7 of Life Cues. I already started this, and then I forgot to unload my card and my camera, and it was too full. So I'm starting over again. That's why you see me drawing in the corner here. So this week's prompt came about. I was having a discussion with one of my dear friends, and she was going through a situation where she was quite angry and upset with something that she had heard someone had said about her. And I said, you know what? This is one of your friends. You need to be careful before you open up your mouth and blast her, because you might ruin a friendship, and you need to be really, really careful. And that same thing happened to me, where I was feeling unworthy, unappreciated by someone, and I went into my sacred space and I journaled about it, and I realized, you know what, you don't want to say anything, because it will create unnecessary tension just to make me feel better. Do you know what I'm saying? So I had to really analyze what was going on, and the first thing that came to my mind is, what color are the lenses of my glasses that I'm looking at this situation through? And I realized, okay, I'm not feeling good. I'm feeling sorry for myself. I don't feel good right now. And if I took off, so my glasses were very gray. If I took off my glasses and looked through things clearly, like stepped aside and looked at that person, I would see as an observer that she's stressed, she's tired, it was more about her and not me. So I was looking through things through my glasses, and all I needed to do is take them off. And then when I realized that, it wasn't about me anymore. It didn't bother me anymore. I don't know, me feeling appreciated or not appreciated wasn't the crux of what was going on. It was about her and her being over, and I remember that guy that used to be on Oprah, I think his name was Eckhart Tolle, and he was talking about ego and us being able to get rid of our ego. And, you know, it's very hard to understand that, but I understood it in that moment. So I shared that with my friend today, and I said, right now you're looking through glass lenses that are red and angry, and you just want to get back because you know you're right, and you want to tell her, do you know what I mean? You want to tell her what for, and how dare you talk about me, blah, 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 blah. But what does that serve? If you take off those red glasses and look clearly, what it's showing you, this situation, is what kind of person she is. So you need to reassess, do I want to trust this individual again? Do I share all of my life? Do I fully trust her? Well, of course not. So you learn that it doesn't serve me to be a friend of hers anymore, or, you know, to be that close, to bring her into my tribe, into my circle. It doesn't serve me. When you do that and take off those glasses, all of a sudden, everything that you're feeling really, really personally just sheds away. It is the coolest thing when you have that realization, because it took me forever and it hit me a couple of weeks ago. That's what it is. Take off those glasses. What color are the lenses? What color are your lenses that you're looking through a situation that you're upset about? I don't even care if somebody comes at you and is yelling at you and calling you names, and it's somebody that you deeply love, and you're like, why on earth would they do that to me? Take off those glasses of being hurt and all of that. Step aside, look at the situation as an observer, and what do you see? You see someone angry, frustrated, extremely unhappy, perhaps jealous. I don't know, but it's not about you. It's sure not about you. You're looking with clarity. So my prompt today is, what color are your lenses? How are you looking at situations that are bothering you? And I'm so glad that I actually drew a pair of glasses that actually look like glasses. I'm shocked Because in my head, I had this image that they were over here and looking that way. And hooray! I think that's what they kind of look like. So I'm just going to do a little bit of shading that I learned from Richard to try to make it a little bit more dimensional, you know. Get this dark here. And just to add to the, making them more 3D. I'm not very good at this, but you guys can play around with whatever you're drawing, but I think it's supposed to go from dark and then to lighter. Darker and then to lighter. It never looks right when I do it, but you know, that's what Richard told me. And when you're living with somebody that is that good of an artist, you learn from him. I'm just so proud that I made glasses. What the even heck, never mind. That look like glasses. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so what color are the lenses you are looking through the world with? Like, if you're going through right now something that you're so upset about or so angry about, take off your glasses and look at it clarity. Look at it as an observer, like it's not about you right now. Just like you're looking in or watching a movie. And then what would you think of the whole situation? Do you know what I'm saying? I keep saying that, do you know what I'm saying? But do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? And that just came to me, and then I thought of that Eckhart Tolle in ego. And that is what our ego is. And once we can master getting past our own ego in life, we're getting the message of what this whole life is all about. Once we can get past that. Because if I look at somebody, like in my situation, this particular person was very stressed and upset. Upset and stressed and tired and, you know, just a lot of pressure. So that would be stress. Then I was able, in my feeling unworthiness, to have some compassion for them, and it became not about me anymore, which was a really cool thing. And it was so easy, and it so takes so much off of you, like so much of that, you know, feeling sorry for yourself. That's why I swear everyone should have a sacred space. I don't even care if it's just a little chair. I don't care what it is. A spot on the floor, somewhere where you can just go and not just meditate, but to reflect on situations. So mine is just a little dinky corner in my family room, but it's, as the kids say, it's mine's. I don't know if this is, yeah, I think this is kind of working. Just keep adding some shading to the situation. Yeah, that does look kind of cool. What a difference it makes, eh? So I've got these images I want to stamp here. So these are, what are these? Pretty sure these are Prima Bloom stamps. Gorgeous. I got these from Lena Weber when she had that phenomenal sale in her house. And oh, I got such awesome stuff from her. Oh my. I'm just inking it up over here if I'm off camera. I've got lots of journaling to do on this side of the page, but I'm going away this weekend, so I will take my journal and I will do the writing part. There. That should be good. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Yay, don't you love it when stamping goes well? And then right now I'm going to draw an imaginary line down the middle of my specs here. Maybe from this corner. Right on up. And I guess it'll have to be more like that. Just a very thin line because I want to be able to erase it. Hi everyone, so same page, different location, even painted my nails. So I started this yesterday and now Richard and I are on vacation. So I'm doing this from the hotel in Calgary, finishing it up. So when I last left you, I had stamped this beautiful stamp. And then as we were driving, I was thinking, you know, I was talking about looking through the world with, you know, what color your lenses are when you look at something. And so I realized when I divided this page, remember my line there? This side of the world I'm looking at through different color glasses than this side. Obviously this is the gray, this is going to be the gray side. So I brought my watercolor crayons with me and my aqua brush or whatever those are called. So I'm just going to do some coloring. I was going to do it in gelatos like I said earlier, but I just wanted to bring what was in this little pencil case. Whoa. And it was just full of watercolor crayons and such. So let me just get them over here. I love this case. I got it at Chapters Bookstore, and it says, think of all the beauty around you and to be happy. This is a beautiful hotel. It's brand new. It's not high end, but it's brand new, you know, and everything is new, carpets and everything, so it's very lovely. Isn't it nice, Richard? Very nice. Richard's behind me watching TV. So everything that's on this side of this line is going to be when I'm looking through the world with rosy colored glasses. I could have said clear glasses, but it doesn't, it's not conducive for art journaling. Clear glasses. So I'm gonna paint my butterfly. Oh, there's a prettier pink here. Right here. And then I think I'm going to do these poppies up here. They are, let's see, I'm going to make them red, orange, and yellow. So let's find a red. Here's an orange. And should I find this pretty red? And a yellow. So I hope you can see what I have done here. See how pretty those flowers are? And that's just with watercolor crayons. And I colored quite hard and then I wet my pen. You know how it has water coming out of the end, and I just went over it like that. So now, because it depends on, and you know what I'm using for extra light? You see my phone and the light? I'm putting it on top of my camera up here so I have some extra lighting down here. The things you do, you know. Necessity is the mother of invention, as they say, so I in my face. So, you know how I had shaded all that with gray? So I'm going to do the same thing in pink. So I'm going to start dark in the corners and dark in this kind of corner up here. Just exactly the same thing, but the intent I'm trying to make is that you're going to be looking on this side through more rosy colored lenses. And just giving it a little bit of dimension. We are right across the street from this mall called the Cross Iron Mills Mall, and it's fantastic. Actually, Richard went over there and just got us some Greek supper. I didn't feel like going out tonight. I was really tired. And he said, Monica, it's so nice. You're gonna love it tomorrow. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. And I thought, let me get this done for you guys. There, see my pink lenses and my gray lenses. So on the gray side, if there is a gray watercolor crayon, that would be ideal, but I don't think I have one. You know that, you guys? So maybe if I just use a black one. This is black. Let me just see. And just lightly, just color it lightly. And then I'm just going to go over it with the paintbrush. You pick the color of lenses you want to wear. Gray, clear, or today for this page, I'm choosing rosy colored glosses. This actually looks kind of neat using the black watercolor crayon to make my gray color. It's actually working out really good. I just wanted to have, like, I wanted it to look like I actually addressed this side of the page without just leaving it all white, you know? So when I get this all blended, I'll be right back. So now I'm going to add a few little buttons just to make this side of the page pop a little bit more. I just happen to have these buttons that I got. I think they were in the $1.50 bin at Michael's around the summertime. I got glue all over my hands, so I'll just put it on my buttons. And I'll put one there just to make the page pop just a little bit more than it is. Put one there. Because you know, when you're looking through the world with happy glasses, who knows what's gonna pop up? Buttons flying through the sky, for example. That should be over there more. And then, those are actually so pretty, aren't they? And I will put this big one. I think I'll put it here. And I've got another one here. Make sure it's odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Richard, do you do that odd number thing if you're doing work? Like in 3s or 5s or 7s? Richard?
What do you mean?
Like, do you separate your pages in 3s or 5s or 7s?
Yeah.
But it's usually odd numbers?
There's a
formula.
pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks better.
It does.
Things look better when they're in a pattern.
When they're in an odd number pattern, although it looks like something should be up there, but I do not like this purple button. It doesn't go, so it's not gonna go. How about we move these around like that? There, that's better. So there, we've got that going on. So all I have to do now is basically write my words. What color are your lenses? And I'm just going to do that in script, and I'm going to put it right down here. What color are your lenses? So I'll just do it in the Sharpie. And maybe I'll do it in pencil first to make sure I do it nice. I'll be back. So I traced it out in pencil here because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So for where the color starts going over into this side, I'm just going to use a blue Sharpie. Why was it so hard for me to say blue? I was like a blue, a blue, a blue. Americans spell color L-O-U-R, and we spell it L-O-R or L-O-U-R, like either way. But whenever I'm putting these words in my phone, it always comes back like it's spelt wrong, but it isn't for us. Just like we say the letter Z is the letter Z in Canada. It's XYZ. And you guys say XYZ. Or you guys that are not Canadian or British. here's my finished page. So you can see how I demarcated the page in half. And the poppies are red and orange on this side, and you guys can see. And then what I did for the border on this side, I just put straight, boring lines, and then here I did squiggles and zigzags and stuff. And the buttons, and I put some dots with an orange pen and swirls with a blue pen. And I don't think I spelt lenses right. Let me just Google this right now. I really don't think I did. It looks funny, you know? So I'm using my phone right now for my camera, and I did spell lenses wrong, and Richard was right. It's L-E-N-S-E-S. Like that. Lenses. Or if you're doing a camera lens, it's just L-E-N-S. There you go. Lenses. And I don't want to look at the word anymore because it's starting to look like a different language to me. You know, when you look at something so long. But you guys get the gist of this page. Choose what color your lenses are. Choose how you're going to look at life. Choose if you're going to put your ego into every single situation. You don't need to. It's too stressful on you. And it isn't, 9 times out of 10, it isn't even about you. So, there's my page. I hope you like it. And we'll see you guys all next weekend. Have a wonderful weekend, wherever you might be. Goodbye.